Good evening. Look at the two wonderful names and great names on the screen. One is Chandrayaan 3 and second one is Aditya L-1. Everybody in India, rather majority of the people in the world know these names. If you look at Chandrayaan 3, it has been successfully landed on Moon on August 23rd, 2023. Similarly, if you look at Aditya L-1, it has been successfully launched on September 2nd, 2023. And I want you to remember these two important dates for the examination point of view. Number one, on which date Chandrayaan 3 has landed on the moon. That is August 23rd, 2023. On which date Aditya L-1 has been successfully launched? Answer is September 2nd, 2023. If you look at Chandrayaan 3, so we had Chandrayaan 1 successfully, Chandrayaan 2 partially successful, and Chandrayaan 3, it's a grand success. And the most important thing with respect to India's lunar mission, Chandrayaan 3, is that India became the fourth country in the world. India became the fourth country in the world to land successfully on the moon. Very important. Before India, it was United States of America, Soviet Union, and followed by China, and India became the fourth country. But another important point of what you have to remember is that if you look at our spacecraft Chandrayaan 3, it has landed successfully on a south pole of the moon. This is the very important thing. So with respect to the south pole of the moon, India became the first country in the world to land on the south pole. Very important. Now the point is that what is the significance of this south pole? Clear, very important one. On the south pole, there are evidences of the presence of water. Very important. So now I would like to show you some points related to this. Look at this. In a historic feat, the Chandrayaan 3 lander touched down near the south pole of the moon on August 23rd, 2023. Kindly remember, this is Chandrayaan 3. It has been successfully launched by ISRO and it has landed successfully on the south pole of the moon on August 23rd, 2023. Another important point, if you look at the second point very clearly, after Chandrayaan 3 has been, launched, Russia also launched a spacecraft called Luna 25. And it was also supposed to be landed on a south pole of the moon. But unfortunately, that landing was not successful and it was a failure. That is the reason why India became the first country to land on, the south pole of the moon. Very important. Chandrayaan 3 is our mission and Luna 25 is the name of the spacecraft of Russia. But it was a failure. Anything may be a question in the examination. Tomorrow they may ask you, what is Luna 25? So you should be in a position to answer. Look at this. The landing follows on the heels of Russia's failure to land its Luna 25 on the lunar south pole after it crashed owing to an engine malfunction. So this is what exactly happened to Luna 25, unfortunately. But later what happened? Our Chandrayaan 3 has been landed successfully on the south pole. Thus India became the first country to land on the south pole of the moon successfully. Very important. Look at this. And after the landing of the Chandrayaan 3, India launched Aditya L-1 on September 2nd. Look at this. This was closely followed on September 2nd by the successful launch of a solar research mission called Aditya L-1. What is this Aditya L-1? Look at this. It's a space-based observatory to observe sun. Aditya means sun. So this particular this mission is meant to observe the sun closely, and it has been successfully launched, and you know this is functioning absolutely well. Look at this. India now joins the elite club of the four countries which have placed a spacecraft on the lunar surface after United States of America, Soviet Union, followed by China, and now this is India. And if you look at the third point on the screen, but India is the first to do so close to the South Pole where there is evidence of the presence of water. Very, 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 very important. Next, if you look at this, another important point on the screen, by the year 2025, India seeks to launch its first crewed mission. What is the name of this? Gaganyaan. Meaning, as of now, India is planning to launch Gaganyaan in the year 2025. And the most important thing is, this is India's first crewed mission. Remember these points. These points will be asked in the examination. You should be able to answer correctly, and you should get marks, and that will fetch you, your desired service which you are aspiring for. Look at this. When it comes to India, it recently signed United States drafted Artemis Accords. This we have discussed earlier. If you go to the last point, why space missions? Some people will say, by conducting so many space missions, space explorations, you are spending a lot of money. Why don't you spend that money for the welfare of the poor? Clear? Poor are always very, very important, but at the same time, this is also very important because of the commercial aspects and space exploration aspects, and the the strength of India will be increased at the international level. Look at this. Space missions further a nation's commercial and strategic interest. It is serving both commercial interest as well as a strategic interest, and also help it secure a place on the world stage. Very, 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 very important points. Kindly remember all the points. And of course, there are so many international laws that are related to the space exploration. And what are these? We try to cover all these points at a later point of time, and I'll stop here. Thank you so much for being with me, and I wish you all very, very good luck. And please download KalyanTimes app from the Google Play Store. This is also available even for the iOS devices. Clear? Kindly download this one, and the links are provided in the description given below this particular video. Thank you so much once again, and I wish you all a very, very, very good luck, and I'll see you in the next session.